Hi, Lauren.
Hi, finally. I'm sorry. How are you?
I'm good. You girls are busy, especially with the tour coming up. I mean, how's that going?
It's absolutely crazy. Like, I think about like pre X Factor me all the time and like what she would have done with her life and where she would have gone,
Yeah.
And then I think to where I am now, and I could have never told past me in a million years. Like, past me would have never believed in a million years that this would be present me.
So, what can the fans expect on this new tour?
The new tour we've got some new production. We're doing some new songs. It's pretty much though a continuation of the last tour, which is hitting a lot more dates because we got a lot of feedback from our fans that we like missed a few spots. So we're coming back for that, and like we're upping the show though. It's going to be different costumes. It's going to be like a new show for sure.
Okay, yeah, because fans were wanting to know, are you going to go to Italy? Are you going to go to Brazil? Are you going to go to Peru? They really want you girls overseas.
Yeah, I mean, well, for right now, we're only going to the U.S., but we're definitely working on international dates. We're planning ahead, definitely. We hear everybody.
Yeah.
We're coming.
So you girls have won a couple of awards since you guys came out, People's Choice, Nickelodeon, all that stuff. Where do you keep the awards?
Honestly, my dad built like a tiny little shelf of shrine in the back of in like my living room, and he just puts them there. And when I come home, it's like, wow, this is so weird.
Oh, that's very sweet of him. Okay, so what happens when you get a Grammy? Where does that go?
I put it right above my bed. Like I have like a cubby in the back of my bed, and I would put it smack in the middle of that cubby because it deserves it.
All right, so let's talk about Worth It. I mean, the song is everywhere. You guys just got played at the Women's World Cup when they won.
Yeah, the World Cup.
Yeah, and it's just everywhere you go. Every corner, every store, every club. I mean, talk to me about that.
It's actually, it's the strangest feeling. Like the other day, I was eating at Chicken Kitchen, and I'm just sitting there, right, like completely normal, like eating my chicken, and then all of a sudden, just the way it starts playing, like around me, and I'm like, oh my god, this is weird. This is really weird.
That's
and
me.
then that same exact day, I went to the Apple store, and then it started playing while I was there, and I was with my sister, and I looked at her, and I was like, what the heck is going on? She was just like, this is so weird. It's just really trippy. And like you never get used to it. Like every time you're around it and it's in a public place and people are like listening to your music at the same time that you're present, it's like what?
Every little girl in the world at some point had a Barbie.
Of course.
And Fifth Harmony has their own Barbie doll collection. I mean, how cool is that?
It's the craziest feeling in the world. Like I played with Barbies and I was really
Yeah.
like I had so many of them. Like they were like something that you know what I mean? Like that's something that was a huge part of my life as a child. And so like when you grow up and like I mean, what girl wouldn't want them dolls to be like some little version of them, like a mini doll of them, like tell stories. Like that's so crazy.
Yeah, it's surreal. Right when Fifth Harmony was being assembled on the X Factor, what did you learn from Simon Cowell and all of the other judges that were there that season?
Wow, I learned a lot actually from Simon and LA especially. I think Simon is like one of the smartest businessmen that I know. I think right now in my life, and he's just really he's really good at knowing what's best for us and like helping us out and making us feel like we're heard and making us feel like we're putting our best foot forward. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's the mentor process.
Yeah, he's so intelligent and he shares that with us. And also LA, he's so supportive of us. It's amazing to have like support and like such like brilliant people in the music industry like helping us out.
It's always good to have Simon in your corner. Okay, if you could choose, what artist would you love to collaborate with right now?
I would want to work with The Weeknd. Number one, he is extremely successful right now. Like his music is doing absolutely amazing. And number two, for good measure, because he is so incredibly talented. And like I've been a fan of his since his first EPs, and I really admire his growth and like where he's become like as an artist, where he's come as an artist. And I would love to work with him. I mean, he's just so talented, and he's got such a cool vibe.
Yeah, he's a hit right now. Okay, So a couple of your fans reached out to me and sent me some questions via Twitter for me to ask you. Georgia Brazil wanted to know, what do you do to keep up with your Spanish?
Well, I don't. Well, when I go back home, I practice it, I think, the most because both my grandpas are they're Cuban, and grandpa does not speak English. Like, he just refuses to speak it.
Yeah.
Like, he just doesn't speak it. Like, he tries. Like,
Uh-huh.
you can hear him. Like, sometimes he'll like hear a word and he'll like try to say it, but it's just really really not his thing, you know. So I have to definitely to keep in touch with him and to be able to keep with him. I have to keep up my Spanish and yeah. I mean, I speak Spanglish with my parents, like my brother and my sister. Like, it's always been a part of like who I am. So.
Yeah, that's the fun part. You get to speak Spanglish. Like, you can go from one language to the other.
That's how it is, Spanglish, all the time. Like, half the time you're speaking in Spanish, like, you want to say something, like, really intense, and you don't know how to say it in English randomly, you know?
Yup. Some words, really, like, just some words just don't have translations.
Exactly. That's exactly it. Like, I can't say it any other way. Anytime that I say it, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah. Okay, YO Pizza wants to know, Minions or Smurfs?
Minions.
Okay.
Yeah, Minions all the way. I love those things. They're so cute and they're so funny. Like, it's the perfect combo, the perfect combination.
Yeah, they are cute. All right, Emery Calry wants to know, you are stuck in an island and you can bring 3 things and 2 people. Who and what would it be?
All right. I would bring a speaker system. I would bring like something that would give me an unlimited supply of food that I like, good food, healthy food, or at least a kitchen or something so I could cook it.
Okay.
And then I would have jet skis, and then I would just live on the island. And then it would be me, and then I would bring only 2 people.
Only 2.
I'd bring my 2 best friends, Alexa and Erica. Perfect.
Smart. Okay, and then Kat Valentine 837 wanted to know, what are the best moments together?
The best moments together? I think some of the best moments have been like some of our most pivotal moments like in our lives. Like, I think like when we first won that like DNA, that was one of the best moments ever between us. And we were just so like happy, and like it was sort of that like understanding that we all were like, wow, we worked so hard and we got this. Like, this happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah, when you think about it too, you girls are like sisters. You're constantly together, you know,
Yeah.
on tour, doing stuff. So it becomes like a family.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's like, but at the end of the day, you know, like, you're basically sisters. We didn't necessarily choose each other, but like we grew to love each other.
So what does Lauren like to do when she's not on tour? She's not recording. She's not doing appearances. She's not doing absolutely nothing but just personal time.
I love to go home. I love the beach. Like, I love just laying on the beach and being in the water. And I love to read and paint. And I just do a lot of, like, that kind of stuff. Like, a lot of art. When I'm, like, not doing anything else, like, I'll paint, I'll listen to a lot of music, I'll write music, I'll write poetry, like all that kind of stuff. Like, if I'm not doing anything else, and I'm really, like, relaxing inside, you know?
So have you been keeping up with your social media? I know you're one of the ones that does not tweet that often, but I know the fans can still find you on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. There's the one for the band, and then there's also one for you girls individually.
Me individually? Oh my god, I suck at it. I literally tweeted this yesterday. So I've noticed that, like, the incessant need of, like, sharing everything about myself with the world is just not in me. Like, I just don't have, like, you know how sometimes something happens somewhere and they're like, wow, I need to tweet about this. Like, that's not my go-to thing. I'm like, wow, this is so amazing that this is happening to me.
Yes,
I'm gonna
enjoy the moment.
Like, that's more where I...
Yeah, sometimes I feel like we overshare. Like, we think everybody needs to know everything that's going on in our lives.
Yeah, and I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I love taking, like, pictures of things, and, like, I love, like, posting and stuff. Like, I do love, like, Instagram and everything, but, like, I don't know. I just don't... Like, I always forget to post.
Well, we're going to wrap it up, and I want you to go ahead and give a message to all your fans via OYE. We're heard worldwide, and they just want to hear something from you, a special message.
Well, hi, whoever's listening. I don't know your name, but I want you to know that we love you very, very, very much, and that you are so incredibly important to us, and you are the reason that we're here. So you should give yourself a pat on the back and a high five from me. I love you.
It's a wrap. I want to thank my guest Lauren from Fifth Harmony for being on the show with me today. And remember to get their album, Reflections, on iTunes. I'll hear you guys on the next episode of OYE. Ciao.